That's right. We're here with Ivan Bell from Hypetrain to show off 4 brand new titles coming your way. Ivan, congratulations to you and the team. Cannot wait to talk about these games. Why don't you tell me, what are the 4 games we're going to go over here during this segment?
Yeah, thanks for having me. We're showcasing 4 games which is currently in development from Hypetrain. And first one and the most ambitious project is Vivaland. It's a live sim with online co-op up to 8 players. And also we're going to showcase Gatekeeper, which is a top-down action roguelike with online as well. And besides that, it will be Escape from Ever After. It's a great party-based RPG inspired by Paper Mario series. And it's like hilarious, it's very fun, and yeah, it's great. And the final one will be Die in the Dungeon. It's a turn-based roguelike game, and what makes it special is that you play with dice, not cards.
Very exciting stuff. 4 games. Mike, Joey, Ivan, all get to showcase for you right now. We're actually going to kick it off with a live demo of Vivaland. Ivan, you were talking about this is a life sim that you can share with your friends. So let's get into it. What is Vivaland for everyone as Joey kicks on our live demo?
Yeah, so just to mention that currently the game which is available for free on Steam, it's just a build mode, which you can try building your dream house in solo or with friends as well. And the game itself is in the middle of development. It's being developed by Studio Hi5 from Budapest. And they previously worked on a popular Sims 4 online co-op mode. And so it became the foundation for their own game. And so it started like a more realistic live sim without like all that crazy stuff that you see nowadays in the Sims. But after a while, we decided to bring even more uniqueness to the game besides online co-op. So we decided to put more emphasis in what I believe currently missing a lot in live Sims is just making careers and business in the game more interesting. So I kind of decided to merge 2 genres, live sim and games like Stardew Valley, farming sims, management games. And we realized that's a great thing because it works well both in solo and in online co-op. So just imagine that you have your home restaurant and you may want to ask your friend to help you in the kitchen or as a waiter. And also he or she might get another unique career, maybe an engineer, so that your friend can influence your house as well with some upgrades, etc. And all players will bring something special to the town, and it will influence on everything inside the town.
Wow, Ivan, that is a lot going on and very exciting stuff because you have the 2 biggest fans of life sims here at Kind of Funny getting to talk about this game with you. And yeah, you talk about the uniqueness, and that's what I'm very excited about. You said a lot there. There's a demo out and available right now. You talked about careers and making sure that is fun and engaging, but also I love the flair of multiplayer. That is really interesting to me, that me and my friends can move into a small town and share this experience together. How does that work? Are we all playing at the same time? Can I share my world and people can come in and create a house with me? What does that look like?
Yeah, so one player is like the host, the main one. So everyone else joins to the main player. And you can either have your own house in the town or decide to be a part of someone else's family and build together. And even though you have your own house, you can still go and visit your friends and build together, and collab, and just chill out. Uh, so yeah, and regarding building mode, we also tried to make something special there and make it more interesting, etc. And for example, you've already tried this. We have curved walls.
This is so exciting. I was like, I don't know how this works, but we're gonna make it. Obviously, I wouldn't have walls like this in my normal house, but it's just fun to play with. Like, I love all of these, how like highly customizable it is. It's a little,
Yeah,
I am not
also-
good at playing and talking at the same time, and there's a lot of fun things in this.
Yeah, I also think that it won't be possible to build something special just like in 10 or 15 minutes. You need maybe an hour, right? Just to have an idea and try to create it in the game. But still, it will be fun to play around. And yeah, another thing which is kind of unique and cool is that there is, right now you see the grid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can also use the gridless option so that you can put all objects or walls just whenever, however you want.
I love that. I feel like with a lot of sim games, especially when you're either building or you're putting things on the walls, you're limited by that like whole step or half step placement. And you're like, but I want it centered over the bed, and it's not centered over the bed. So that's very exciting for me. Let's see what else we've got over here. Click on objects to destroy them. Oh, so if I just wanted to, I don't like this wall in here. We've got that. Ooh, maybe
Take a
we see a
look at
little
different time of day.
nighttime.
Yeah,
I
there
picked
you
the
go.
lakefront property. I wanted some like woodsy trees, but also look at this like beautiful, beautiful view I have. This is just the street. It's not as exciting, but I love this lakefront option that we have. What else do we got? Snap elements together. Oh, another beautiful option that we have here. Locked camera, all this stuff. Oh, I'm very excited to get into this. I feel like the idea of being able to play a sim game with other people, I feel like that's always a little bit tricky in how it works. But the fact that we would get to play as like a restaurant or different jobs within our world is very exciting. As you guys know, or maybe you don't know, we live for the job sims.
Yes. Yeah, Ivan, let's talk about the career paths. Of course, we're showcasing the building right now. That's what they'll get to experience in the demo. But there's so much more to this. Of course, we'll talk about creating our own characters in just a moment. But let's jump on that career path, because you talked about highlighting that and how much fun that can be to get a little more depth in it. So what can players expect when we talk about careers and jobs?
Yeah, so most likely Vivaland is coming out in early access later this year. And this means that we will start with a smaller amount of most like interesting and most fun jobs. And it will be, right now, I believe it will be farming, restaurant business, but it's up to you. It can be either a huge restaurant or just a cafeteria. It's up to you, and there is no need to progress to a Michelin star restaurant in the end. And also it will be engineered, just because it creates kind of a lot of opportunities to collab with other people. And it's also up to you how you earn money being engineer, because you can start repairing cars, for example, or just helping other people in town.
That's what I want to do. I'm going to be person for hire, just pop into everybody's world.
Okay.
Put me in charge of the kitchen. Let me run the restaurant. I agree. I don't think I'd want like a Michelin star restaurant, maybe like a fun little diner.
I like that, Joe.
Something like
That's
that.
very exciting, Ivan. Of course, coming into early access means that there will be more over time, and it is cool to see you guys highlighting. Of course, you brought up farming, you brought up engineering, you brought up running a restaurant. It will be exciting to see what more this team brings out and what kind of careers we can get lost in and have some fun. Ivan, let's talk about creating a character. Of course, we're showing this off, but a big thing about this is representing me, making my unique character and bringing it into the world. What kind of fun can players expect when they get to create a character?
Yeah, so it's still early in development, and we're trying to figure out for example, how realistic we want to go with characters. And right now we feel like we should concentrate on the career path, so it will be the main thing for each character in the game. And maybe it will even be interesting to have like a true family business, so that you'll have a father who is like expert in the restaurant business, for example, so that his growing child will start not from the ground, but have some background and maybe like the coolest kitchen, even though he's still young, etc.
Wow, okay, that's pretty exciting stuff. I love that. Passing down the family line of being a sous chef and a cook in there. Ivan, showcasing this game, of course, we have the build mode available right now. What should players know if they're excited about Vivaland? Can they play now? Where can they find it? And what can they look forward to in the year?
Yeah, so currently the Vivaland Dream House is available on Steam for free. And we are bringing it to Steam Early Access, the full version, later this year.
All right, look forward to Vivaland. You can jump in to Dreamhouse right now. Make sure to wish list all of these games that we're showcasing today to support the devs over on Steam. But let's switch gears. Let's jump into our next game because I got a trailer to show you. I'm sorry, Joey.
You know that
I
you'll
have to
lose me
take you
forever
away.
to this game, so we gotta keep moving.
Let's move on to our next trailer and showcase Gatekeeper. Now, Ivan, as we take a look at this trailer, what is Gatekeeper?
So, Gatekeeper is an action roguelike game. It can be played in solo or online co-op up to 4 players. And some people may say that it was inspired from Risk of Rain, which is kind of true. Developers really enjoy Risk of Rain and spend like hundreds of hours there, but they decided that they want to create their own experience based on what they feel game is missing and what community wants. So I would say Gatekeeper is very community driven. You can check free version on Steam as well right now. It's called Gatekeeper Infinity. And the player base is quite huge there already, and it's very fun to play and spend several hours while you wait for the full game, which, by the way, is coming next month in early access on Steam.
Ooh,
Wow,
hope that we don't
very
have to
exciting.
wait very long for this one.
Yeah, this one looks rad, and this looks right up my alley. I love these roguelite experiences right now, and I love sharing them with friends. So when you get it in a co-op experience, I'm all about that. I mean, chasing your best run, getting a fresh new perspective on different abilities and perks is always exciting to me. Ivan, when we look at this, you talk about community driven and the devs working hard on this. What can we look forward to on kind of abilities and different fresh takes on new runs?
Yeah, so we have different modes like arena, etc. And we're trying to make each ability unique so that you can create different builds and styles. And one thing I just want to mention, which kind of basic but interesting at the same time, is that top-down is not just the view of the game, it also kind of the easier way to get into the genre, because it's easier to aim. And also I believe on later stage when we'll be bringing the game to consoles as well, I just really looking forward to see it with local co-op as well, just so that you can play on one like as a couch co-op game, because it feels it will be great.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always great to gather all your friends on the couch, be able to play local co-op as well. And I love the top-down twin-stick shooters of yesterday. It's all the fun and all the rage. We're looking at some of these perks that are being able to be given to add some effects. Can you share some of the different effects that you liked when you were playing this?
Yeah, so I guess my favorite one is that you can use after aim bullets so that you don't need to aim.
Ooh, that is a perk for Joey.
That's a good one right there. Of course, talking about the runs, how long can we expect each run? What kind of bosses can you tease us with, and what we'll encounter and see?
Yeah, it will different. It will be different in different modes for sure. But I would say we are targeting for like 20-30 minutes for each run.
I love that.
That is perfect time right there to sit down with some friends, get lost, get hopefully a good complete run, and then go back to it again. You talk about these game modes. What kind of game modes are we talking about besides just the normal kind of start, run, and move forward on the next one?
Yeah, I would say Arena is kind of different because it's a bit more of like tower defense thing. So yeah, that's what we start, but I guess we may bring even more different modes in the future.
Well, that's Gatekeeper. Ivan, people can play it right now. There is a demo available, and they can look forward to it just next month. What can people find over on Steam? What's the name again?
The free version is called Gatekeeper Infinity, which is available right now on Steam for free. And the Gatekeeper will be in April in early access.
All right, very exciting. Let's move on to our next title, Escape from Ever After. This one's got me very excited. A cute art style, a fun little genre bending one right there, and I think an art style that everybody's gonna latch onto. Ivan, what is Escape from Ever After?
So, Escape from Ever After is a party-based RPG. It's inspired by Paper Mario series, and why I really like this game is that it makes fun of corporate culture.
We love that.
And basically, in the game, mega corporation takes over classic fairy tales to use freelance, to use cheap labor, etc. And our hero, Flint Butler, decides that there is only one way to fight back, and it's just to join the corporation and climb the corporate ladder.
I love it. We infiltrate from the inside out to take it down. This art style looks incredible. I am a total sucker for anything that's storybook based, especially something like this that has a really fun twist on that. Do you have like favorite characters that we get to see? Any fun teases? See, we have got a wolf. Is that like a big bad wolf going on?
Yeah. I guess my favorite one is Dragon. And the game starts that Flint Butler is going to the castle to fight the dragon, but both of them realizes that it's under corporation right now. So two enemies decide to work together, and it will be your first teammate in the game.
I love this. This looks so fun. I've never played Paper Mario games, so I feel like this is going to be maybe a new adventure for me, but I am very into everything that's being shown here.
It's got the art style. It's got the fairy tales. I think this is really going to resonate. I'm excited to see the fairy tale side of it. I know we're talking about the Megacorp, but I love the tie-ins of the fairy tales. That's some of my favorites.
Yeah, later in the trailer, we were seeing maybe what looks like a Three Little Pigs situation going on.
Oh, nice.
Saw some pigs in a house. This looks really fun. Also, I would like to give a shout out to the music. The music sounds really great.
Yeah, that's true. And story is not the only part that makes it really fun and interesting. It's also very deep and rewarding because each character is unique, and the same goes for your enemies. So you have to adapt your strategy for every battle.
Ooh.
That's great. I saw some character customization, some different cute outfits that we're going to be able to put on our party members as well. That's awesome, Ivan. I love seeing that.
Yeah, and it's coming early next year. And just to mention that it's being developed by only two devs,
Oh my
Ryan
gosh.
and Daniel. And I just want to mention how great they are, because when we first have tried vertical slice before signing the game and deciding to work together, it was the most polished one I ever checked among other games considered by Hypetrain.
Wow. Congratulations to those two hardworking devs out there. I'm making an awesome one.
2 people, that's incredible.
Jumps right off the screen. That one's going to grab your attention. Make sure to wish list every title we show to you throughout the day to help support those devs that are working so hard. This is an exciting one coming away from Hypetrain. That's Escape from Ever After. Let's jump into it.
Love that this is coming to Switch too. I feel like this is a perfect little handheld. Do you have any information? Do we know if this is going to be Steam Deck compatible? I see it's also on PC.
Yes, for sure.
Great call out, Joe.
Handheld,
Love
let's
those
go.
handhelds games. Let's jump into our 4th and final game that we're going to showcase from Hypetrain. It's Die in the Dungeon. To tell you more about Die in the Dungeon, we have Gabriel from the Audico team.
Hi guys, I'm Gabriel. I'm part of the Attico team. We are the developers of Die in the Dungeon, and today we're going to talk a bit about the development of the game and some of the ideas behind it. So right now we are mainly working on the map system of the game. This is something that players has been asking for a long time, because they want to have more decision making, more autonomy during their runs, and it's understandable. So we are fine-tuning these systems at the moment, and we are trying to make it feel unique while also being a vehicle for players to experience battles. The project started in 2021. Back then I was obsessed with Slay the Spire. I was playing every day, and I knew when I was starting the game jam that I wanted to do something similar. Other members from the team were having similar experiences. The end product was actually pretty good for what we expected. It was like not working at all until we added the board, we added the dice, they were interacting between each other, and suddenly everything was working in the last few hours on the game jam. So it was like a really nice feeling. After that, we were surprised because people were asking for more almost on a daily basis. They wanted to have more dice, they wanted to have more enemies, more everything basically. And we have some experience with previous game jam games, but none was even comparable to the amount of people asking for more content for the game. So what really started as a hobby turned out to be like a project that was our passion project, basically. It was growing stronger and bigger, and it reached a point where we were actually asking ourselves if it was the right time to maybe find like a publisher or someone to get funding and go all in with the development of the game. Okay, I'm going to try and explain the basics of how to play Die in the Dungeon. The game plays really similar to other games in the genre, but instead of playing with cards, you use dice. Each of those dice represents a different action, like attacking, blocking, healing, and other more complex ones. The idea is that you use a board to place the dice, and you can combine them together to fight enemies. Well, the most important thing in the future for Die in the Dungeon is obviously the release of the game. We are working hard to add new mechanics and new content for the game. We not only want to add the obvious elements like new dice, new enemies, new characters obviously, but we also want to explore and see how deep really the systems can get, because I think we all think that those are the variables that really add long-term support for a game like this. It's especially important because roguelike deck building games are usually the ones that player play the most. They play for thousands of hours, so we want to make sure that even before having like lots of content, we have a system that is deep enough and also expandable enough. Well, I'm gonna end this with a few things. The main thing is thank you for everyone that played the game, played Die in the Dungeon, either the classic version or Origins. Your feedback has been like invaluable. I'm really happy to see so many people actually playing something that I created. It's like has like a magical sense to it in a way. I guess the other thing is that just stay tuned and wait for the release that is gonna happen as soon as we can. And thank you for watching this video.
3 out of the 4 titles showed today with a demo, a free version out right now that you can go check out. Of course, reminder, wishlist all of the titles you see throughout today over on Steam to help support those incredible devs that are working so hard. But thank you again, Ivan, for joining us today and showcasing 4 new games coming from Hypetrain that players can look forward to.